Yeah, we were trying to get about 40, 45 snaps each team, and I think we were in that ballpark, so that's what worked out for us. We're not very deep, but at most positions in the scrimmage, there wasn't a backup. So, usually you can roll through if you got a couple more players, but to really got accomplished what we wanted to get accomplished. Got a lot of film we can look at, a lot of good tape. It was good for our quarterbacks to be live. I think it was, understanding for them what happens in the pocket. Usually when you're not hitting the quarterback, they get a different feel back there, but I thought it was good overall.
Anybody stand out to you today?
I'd have to look at the film, so we'll take a look at the tape and then make decisions there. To us as coaches, this is a real good practice session, real good opportunity to get some tape to look at.
Have you typically had the quarterbacks go live in your spring?
And most times we have, yeah. I mean, in the NFL, you have 4 preseason games, so you don't have to do it in practice, but they do it in a game. So I think you're not really going to be able to tell what your quarterback is until you go live. It's a different sense and a different feeling when they know they're not going to get hit. But I thought those guys handled it well for the first time.
What do you think about their execution of what you're trying to teach as you go along there?
They've progressed through the whole spring, and so we don't put any weight on one training session over another training session. So, they've gotten better as we've gone on through the spring. So, they're moving in the right direction.
How do you feel like the players have picked up on the details of your offense as that spring has gone on?
Again, I just said that they've gotten better since we started. It's all new to them. This is the first time in offensive system, defensive system, special team system for all those guys. So they're willing learners, and they've worked really hard on it. So I've been really pleased with just their attitudes, because that's what they control. So they've been great for us.
Austin Burton had some nice touch on a couple of balls. Impressed you out there?
Yeah, I mean, again, look at the film. I'm never one to, after a game, hey, this looked good. Then you look at the film and go, wow, he looked good on 2 plays that are flash plays. Not that he was, but we always look at the tape before we make an assessment of what we got.
Sorry. When you do go back and watch this film, is it different evaluating this type of format than a particular practice?
Everything's an evaluation. So, one day doesn't trump another day. So it's consistent over time in terms of what is asked of them, and then you get full opportunity to take a look at everything that the players do, not just one day is more important than another. That's not our mentality.
So from now until, going up again, what would be the priorities for your guys?
The same thing, school, number 1, and then they're with our strength and conditioning coach, and lifting and running and doing all those things. So the same thing that was going on just before spring ball started. So we're just trying to get better on a daily basis, both academically and athletically.
Would you say you are pleased with where you are versus where you hope to be at this point?
I don't hope anything. So I think you let things happen organically. You don't have a predetermined timeline or whatever. Things happen. Development happens over the various course of times, and then you adjust to how they develop. But we have no timelines or anything. So.
You talked earlier this week about having like 30 different spring game possible formats that you could go to come Saturday. Was this one of the
7?
This is 7.
7. Scenario 7.
Okay.
So the only thing we didn't plan on, everything went according to plan except for the safety. I did not think we would have a safety. With just 3 people on the field, we thought we could get out of punt, or just snap it, punt it, catch it. But we learn new things every day. So JDB probably had never been in that situation where he was the only guy on the field, but we snapped one over his head. So it was good. Again, to be able to get this, I think there's about 40 snaps for both teams. So we got some good film to coach off of, and we'll continue to build upon that and sit down with our guys and make the necessary corrections we can make. So
you probably didn't expect to have a targeting in a spring game either.
No, I mean, that happens. That's a rule in college football, and unfortunately, in a game he would have been gone, but we only had 4 DBs on that team, so he has to stay in the game. But, that's part of it. He's got to learn, especially when you're playing against a quarterback. And I understand where Shea's coming from. Quarterbacks have not been live, so you got to anticipate that they're going to hook slide, and if they are, you can't take your target at that target. So it's good teaching situation for Shea, and for the rest of our guys on defense, because we have an opportunity to show it to them when we look at the film. So.
Did you script the plays before, or were you kind of calling them live as you would in a game?
I wasn't calling anything. I was just watching.
Were you happy with the coaches?
No, the coaches just called it by series, so not really much to script, because it could go from, sometimes it went from 1st down to 2nd and 16, so they just worked like they normally would work through a game, and I think we broke it up by drive, so not one coach was the play caller for anything. So however we broke up the GAs and the coaches, everybody called a series or something.
What do you think the atmosphere out here? Pretty good turnout, nice day and all those things.
Beautiful day. It's a great day to be alive and be a Bruin, as Coach Manning says.
So you're on Twitter.
No, you told me that, and I remember that. I listen.
All right.
I listen.